No.
It's just going out on YouTube.
Yay, I'll be famous. Okay, so the question that Joe set out that like 2 months ago, I think, was, do you ever let perfectionistic thinking stop you from attempting things in the first place or even enjoying the progress? So I sent him this, and I just wanted it on the website, and he asked me to read it. So I said yes. So at DMS, we go around the table and discuss the quote in question each week. By the time it gets to me, I usually don't have anything different to add that has not already been said before, and we are not allowed to say ditto. I tried that once. This week we did not have an opportunity to meet, but something about this question struck a chord with me, and I decided to write my answer down on paper. I am certainly not a writer, and while this is more personal than work-related, I really wanted to share this because I hope it may help someone think differently. I'm a little nervous. About 5.5 years ago, my appendix encapsulated, and I should have died according to my surgeon. I had to wait 6 weeks for the poison to leave my body before they could operate on me. 2 days after I got out of the hospital, on Thanksgiving morning, my very special brother-in-law died of lymphoma after a long 2-year battle with chemo and a bone marrow transplant. I found myself slipping into a terrible funk and not at all myself. A friend of mine happened to call one evening and ask if I wanted to play on her women's USTA tennis league in the spring. I had never had a lesson or a coach, and I had only played tennis in the park with my friends. But hoping to change my outlook on life and get my spark back, I said yes. The first season I had a lesson every Monday, and I played a league match every Thursday. I played after school with whoever would play with me, and I played with friends every Saturday. I practiced hitting the ball against our garage wall so many times, I drove my family insane. I learned how to hit a forehand, a backhand, and to serve correctly, and I lost every single match. The second year, I learned all kinds of strategies. I didn't even know there were strategies. I learned how and where and why to place the ball, and I lost every single match. The third season, I learned how to be a solid doubles player. I learned how to move with my partner, how to cover the court, and how to read my opponent's every stroke, and I lost every single match. By the end of the season, with tears in my eyes, I went to my coach and I told him I would not be back the next year. I had lost every single match for 3 straight years. I was not an asset to the team, and anyone who was stuck with me as a partner had an automatic loss. He sat me down and told me that I needed to change my negative thinking. He said, I want you to go home and think how far you have come in 3 years and why you started playing tennis in the first place. It was not to be perfect and win every match. Think back to that first year when you were at the net. You would scream and duck every time someone hit a ball at you, and I did. Now you are the best net player we have on the team. And he said, I want you to come back with your old positive attitude, the one that makes your teammates call me and ask to be your partner. They tell me they don't care whether they win or lose. They like playing with you because you give 100% and you are fun to play with. That is what is important, Lisa, not your win-loss record. I had many talks with myself that winter. I came back out in March thinking about why I had started playing tennis in the first place. It was not to win, it was to become the person that I used to be. I remembered how many nice women I had met, how strong my heart had become, how many calories I was burning, and how fortunate I was to live in such a beautiful state. And guess what? I won a match, and another match, and another match. I became addicted to tennis, so much so that I was not going to apply for the DMS job because I could not bear the thought of giving up my summers and the 4 leagues that I now played in. I am so thankful that my coach did not let me focus on being perfect. It made me look at how much progress I had made. Unfortunately, I found out in February that I need to have my hip replaced and I can no longer play tennis. But I will never forget how those 4 years made me realize how very lucky I was to find my passion in life and how very close I had come to letting it slip away. The end.